And I'm so excited to have you here today to talk about a really important wealth building principle. Now, I'm going to step on some toes today, and it may feel a little uncomfortable, but I want you to just hear what I'm saying and understand why I'm saying it. So today we're going to talk about assets over liabilities. Now, make sure I'm clear about what I'm talking about so you understand. An asset actually is helping you to add income or money to what you have. Liabilities are taking away and losing value. One gains value, the other loses value. So, we live in a society where people are like, flossing, they're living their big life, they're doing all amazing things, they're spending money on nice cars, spending money on major brand names and all these things to look like they're wealthy. But I want to make sure you understand this concept. What they're doing is just looking like they're wealthy. When you understand that the average millionaire doesn't do all the flossing and all the stuff, you'll understand why. See, I saw a social media post that I found amusing, and the social media post said, I instead of Fendi, and all these other brands, I prefer to have LLCs, right? And what I want you to get is this: your mindset has to be that you're focused on building assets. Now, your asset column helps you now to actually build your real wealth. Now, the average person doesn't realize that. They think, well, if I have a nice watch or I'm wearing the newest fashion or whatever it might be, those items that you're purchasing, even your vehicle, are losing value. The moment you drive that vehicle off the lot, it loses a tremendous amount of value. Even in this current environment where, yes, used cars are more expensive, the truth of the matter is that you don't get to benefit from it. And if you were to total that car tomorrow, the insurance company's not going to give you the amount that you spent on it. So what I need you to get is this important concept. You need to focus on, how do I build my asset columns? Now, what are some examples of assets? And again, I'm just Coach Cecil here. I'm not your financial advisor per se. I'm just giving you some advice and things that have helped me in my life. In the Window of Wealth, that's what we do. We teach people how to be intentional about what they do, right? And you see my shirt says be intentional, right? I want you to understand the power of being intentional. So here we go. Here's the mindset. What I want you to think about is, what do you have that can increase in value? Now, in the current environment, there's a variety of things that can do that. Whether you're talking about real estate, which a lot of folks understand that real estate's a great place to start. But here's the key. Real estate can be expensive, so maybe you can't start there. What about art? Had you ever thought about purchasing art? Most people don't even think about it or understand that art can increase in value, and it may not be as expensive as, say, real estate. What about collecting stamps or coins? Now you're probably sitting there thinking, what? Baseball cards. Here's what I want you to get. Whether you realize it or not, anything that you can purchase or collect that will increase in value over time is an asset. So your focus here is to not spend money or time on things that are pulling money out of your pocket or minimizing and losing value, and find creative ways. Even nowadays, crypto and all these other things that are out there, there are fun ways and incredible ways that you can actually build that asset column. And listen, one of the things that I teach folks to do, again, I'm not a financial investor or trainer or whatever. I just do some investment personally. I teach folks, listen, even if you go on Robinhood and say, I'm going to try some stocks or some things that are not spending a whole lot of money on things, but focusing, and don't just buy things flippantly, but buying things that will build or that will benefit from the entire stock market. They're things that over time will increase in value. Even if you're buying small shares of a company, just be intentional about investing your time in your potential assets. And here's the key. In doing so, you're investing in yourself, because you have goals, you have dreams, there's things you're working towards, and building that asset column helps you to work towards your goals and build your wealth. Because at some point in time, things will get tough and you'll need some additional funds. And guess what? What you don't want to miss out on is the opportunity, because opportunity cost is the most expensive cost, period. But if you have some assets that you can grab and utilize because a unique opportunity presents itself and you want to be able to invest in it and take advantage of it, then you can benefit. And I'll end up by telling the story of my personal experience. So I can say that many years ago, a friend of mine came to me and said, hey, listen, they're talking about this thing about how we can do cell phone stands. Now back then, cell phones were like this big old suitcase looking thing, and it cost a boatload of money. And the mistake that I made was like, no one's going to pay all that money for a cell phone. Well, they were shifting to the little ones that we all use now. Back in the little Sprint phones, right? I didn't know what was coming. I said no. Missed out on a huge opportunity. And then fast forward, another friend said, hey, listen, I've been doing a lot of penny stock investing in Bitcoin. You should jump on and take advantage and do it. Here's some information about what Bitcoin is. Like, what's a Bitcoin? What's cryptocurrency? Whatever. I ignored it. But here's the key I want you to understand. Not only did I miss it because, first of all, it was $300 a share. We all know how high Bitcoin went to. But here's what I want you to get. Because I hadn't been building my asset column, when the opportunities were presented, I wasn't in a financial position where you take advantage of them, right? I actually had to step back and make a second kind of thought. I don't know if I can afford that, because I hadn't been building assets along so I could then position myself and pivot and make the investment. So I want to challenge you to do the same thing. Begin today. Find some ways to build your asset column now. Again, this is Cecil Calise, so blessed to be able to share with you. So as I say every day, if you can dream what God, you can achieve it. So let's go out, let's make our dreams our reality, because you know what? You deserve it. Peace.